I am Sri Nidulu Kidichu, Director, Economics and Statistics Department. Today we have with us our Honorable Advisor, Sri H. Sichonq Santam, who will be addressing the media along with our respected Secretary, Madam Srimati Akunu S. Mayase, and my additional director, Sri Nisatyo Puro. So now I take this absolute privilege to invite our Honorable Advisor G to address the media, and then right after that we will take some few questions. So now I'll give the time to our Honorable Advisor.
Good afternoon, everyone. Before further, I, on behalf of the Department of Economic and Statistics, Government of Nagaland, am very thankful to each and every one of you for attending this press conference. It is pertinent to understand that the births and death marks a significant milestone, not only for a family, but also for a state. Registering these events ensure the legal identity of every individual and at the same time enables the state government to plan a better social welfare program for the people of the state, which will be very beneficial for the people. Civil registration is a continuous, permanent, and compulsory vital event, such as birth, death, marriage, fatal deaths, and divorces, which are termed as vital statistics. At the center, the Office of the Registrar General of India, Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India, is the nodal agency for executing the registration of births and death acts all over the country. And in the state, the Department of Economics and Statistics is the nodal department to implement this act since 1974. The Registration of Births and Deaths Act 1969, which was used to implement the vital events, had been amended by the Parliament in 2023. The new act came into force throughout the country with effect from 1st October 2023. In our state, the new set of rules called the Nagaland Registration of Births and Death Amendment Rules 2024 was passed by the Nagaland Legislative Assembly and published in the Nagaland Gazette notification on 28 February 2025. At the moment, the department has established 1,474 registration centers to make the process accessible to every citizens. In the rural areas, the registration unit has been set up at every recognized villages and is manned by any government teacher as the register of births and death of that concerned village. As a and also a registration unit has been set up in all the community health centers and primary health centers where the nurse in charge acts as a registrar of issuing these certificates. And in urban areas, the registration unit has been set up in the Directorate of Economics and Statistics and also in the District Economic and Statistics Officer's Office, and in all the district hospitals, where in district hospitals it is manned by a senior nurse or one of the nurses which they feel is capable for handling this, issuing these certificates. Under the new amendment, a birth certificate is the only document for school admissions. It's under the new amendment. We should understand it very well. Under the new amendment, a birth certificate is the only document for school admissions and government job appointments, obtaining driving license or Aadhaar card registrations, and registering for UIDs and marriage certificates. The new act will help create a national and a state level database of registered births and deaths to ensure efficient and transparent delivery of public services and social benefits. Some of the key changes in the new amendment rules 2023 are some of the changes which I will highlight to you is that the birth certificate is the only, one and only, I should say, document to prove the place and date of a person born on or before 1st October 2023 for various purposes. I repeat, it is and will be the only document to prove the place and date of a person born on or before 1st October 2023 for various purposes. In earlier days, most of our people, we don't take we don't try to get the birth certificates because we believe that our matriculation admit cards, which shows our date of birth, is enough for us. But no, it's not going to work that way anymore. So I want to, on behalf of the department, would like to convey the message that from now on, after the new amendment, the birth certificate will be the only document to prove your identity. So kindly take it serious. Earlier, for a delayed registration after 30 days, but within 1 year, an affidavit made before a notary public was required. However, this has been done away with the new amendment. Now, a self-attested documents and approval of the competent authority is sufficient. For delayed registration after 1 year, the ordering authority has been changed from first class magistrate to district magistrate or subdivisional magistrate, authorized by the district magistrate to speed up the process. As per the new provision, under Nagaland Registration or Births and Deaths Amendment Rules 2024, no abbreviation will be used in the name of the child. You need to fill the complete name in the certificate. All medical institutions, whether private or government, must now provide medical certificates of cause of death, that's MCCD, to the registrar to ensure accurate health record. These are, which I have highlighted, are some of the few changes done in the new amendment rules 2023. Through this platform, I would like to urge every citizen to ensure that every birth and death in your family is promptly registered. It is your right, your responsibility, and key for a better future and for the benefit of your own self, not for others. So kindly, I request all the listeners or those who will be hearing to kindly register any events promptly. And now I give time to the Secretary, Government of Nagaland, and the Chief Registrar of Births and Deaths, Srimati Akuno S. Miyasi IAS, to highlight the procedure for registering of the births and deaths. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon. I would like to take a very short time and highlight on the registration procedure. The events of births and deaths, including the stillbirth, are to be registered as per the rules in the various provided in the various section of the Act by the registrars concerned at the place of its occurrence. If the death and births are reported within the 21 days of occurrence of the events, it can be registered free of cost. Any birth or death of which information is given to the registrar after the expiry of 21 days, but within 30 days of its occurrence, it shall be registered on payment of a late fee of 20 rupees. Any birth or death which is delayed information is given to the registrar after 30 days, but within 1 year of its occurrence, it shall be registered only with the written permission of the district registrar, who is the DC of the district, or any of the officer prescribed on this behalf. A payment of late fee of rupees 50, and on production of a self-attested document, either electronically or otherwise in form number 14. Then any birth or death of which delayed information is given to the registrar after 1 year of its occurrence shall be registered only on the order made by the district magistrate or the subdivisional magistrate, or by an executive magistrate authorized by the district magistrate having jurisdiction over the area where the death or the birth had occurred. We have the Department of Economics and Statistics had have these flyers and pamphlets, I think, which have been earlier circulated. This is for the public information and for wider publicity. So I hope people will be aware of these procedures, and also that a birth can be registered even without the name of the child. Name of the child can be entered in the birth register certificate within 12 months without any fee, and if it's to be registered after 1 month, after 1 year, but within 15 years of registration, a payment of the prescribed fee of rupees 5 will be levied by approaching the concerned registrar. It may be noted that non-reporting of births and deaths, giving false information for inclusion in the register, refusing to put signature in the reporting forms or register, and non-registration of the events reported to the registrar is a punishable offense under the Act. And under the given Act, registration can be done based on the information provided by the informant or the notifier, or even suo motu by the registrars. In the urban areas, events can be registered in the concerned district registrar's office and the medical institutions where the registration centers have been set up. In urban areas, the head of the household, in case of domiciliary events, and in charge of the institutions, are responsible to report the vital events to the concerned registrar. The events occurring in the government medical institutions will be registered in the institution itself. That means in the hospitals itself, with the registrar of the births and deaths attached to the concerned institution. And in the rural areas, the village council chairman, the gamburas, the Angawadi workers, and the DAI workers have been made responsible to further report the events to the village registrars. And these events can be reported directly to the registrars by the head of the household also. The ASHA workers have also been designated as notifiers of births and deaths. So that is, in short, the gist of the procedures for registration. I would like now give time to our director, Sri Nidilu Kedisu, to emphasize upon the other systems.
Thank you, madam. To make the registration process more accessible, easier, and convenient, and at the same time to get a real-time database of births and deaths, the Office of the Registrar General of India has developed a uniform software in 2014 to register the online registration of births and deaths for the whole country. The portal can be accessible at dc.crsorgi.gov.in. The certificates issued from this portal has got a unique registration number which has been embedded with quick response code, QR code, to genuinely identify and authenticate the veracity of each certificate being issued by the registrar. In Nagaland, the Department of Economics and Statistics has launched this online registration on 19 April 2022, and as of now, out of 1,474 registration units, we have onboarded 889 registration units to the ORGI portal so far, and the process for activating the remaining registration units are being initiated to completely achieve the online registration in Nagaland. And to achieve this ambitious project of 100% online registration in Nagaland, the department has already conducted and completed the training of online registration to all the register in the states to effectively operate the ORGR portal. Recently, on 13 May 2024, the ORGI has upgraded and revamped each portal. Now the portal is more user friendly and provides provision for general public to log into the portal directly from the comfort of their house, where the public can now apply and obtain their birth and death certificate through the portal. The birth and death certificate will be now directly delivered electronically to the registered email ID and mobile of the applicant or the informant. Again, another very important provision that has been included in the ORGR portal is to digitize the old manual birth standard. In this regard, to facilitate the digitization process in Nagaland, the government of Nagaland has already issued notification to expedite this provision. To digitize the all manual certificate, we need a lot of effort to make the people aware of these facilities. And today, we urge and request the media fraternity to kindly share this provision in your esteemed respective platform so that public can come forward to register and to digitize their manual birth and death certificate. Thank you. Now I'll give the time to our honorable advisor to make some announcement.
The announcement which I'd like to make today is that this very afternoon is the department is targeting to do away with all the manual birth and death registration in a state. As all the registration units in the state will be boarded to the ORGI portal very soon. So there will be no more manual registration. And so there will be no more issuing of manual certificates, and all the manual birth and certificates that has already been issued will be digitalized in the days to come. So itu mo naga mano sab busti thagan hole bi kun hunu bol sab janu bol laga do idia do gagas pa banai na manual issue kurai na dure na bera idu kam na julubo पुराना इश्यू कुरिन थागान भी आइना डिजिटलाइज कुरु लोबी बनाइ लोबी नुतुन बनाउ थागान आई लाइक इदिया दो पिला निसना दो सर्टिफिकेट ला कोन दिदान दिउ निजे ला ऑनलाइन मा आइना कुरु लोले सबसे इदि भालो हो गर्न सबके दु जनाइ दियास थैंक यू
We'll take some few questions from the media.
if there are any queries you can please go ahead.
Please, you have said that you have engaged the teachers in rural areas for registration. So, is it that the department doesn't have sufficient staff that the teachers have been engaged besides their normal duties?
Because you see, in our village, we cannot deploy our staffs in all the villages of a state. So we entrust teachers in the school to do the needful. Because the villages are usually very close to the teachers, we should say, we all know that. They are like a family to them. So if they have any problem, they can always approach the teachers in a very casual way. So we feel that every individual, every villager should know or should have someone that they can approach and ask assistance from. So itu sab sai bichi de do teachers kani more appropriate teachers na bal ba handle kuro pare jole department wa do sab busti de rakhibo na pare shortage of stuff. Yeah.
Other thing is you have said about the birds, the days, like 1 week, 21 days and all. What about the deaths? Within how many days it has to be registered, the deaths?
Dates.
Yeah, the late fees that is provided will include the death certificates also.
You're asking about referring to which date or based on which date?
No, that's
That's delay certificates.
deaths registration.
Yeah.
Other thing is, when is this doing away with the all certificates process begin? Any specific date that it will begin, and within how many days this has to be done? The whole certificates, birth certificates that were.
We're in the process and we cannot actually say that we'll take this much time. It'll take some time. It'll take time.
To start the process, or
No, it's already started.
it's already
It's
started?
already started.
So there is no close thing.
Yeah, no close thing. Yeah.
As of now, like this, the dual method of registration is going on, both manual and digital. But since we already have the act, the rules in place, we have to shift to the online digitized mode only. So, given our unique situation in our states, in the far-flung areas, we are having, the department is definitely having a problem in trying to onboard the registrars and go for online fully. So till now the dual method is happening, but manual we will be stopping that within maybe a few months, perhaps, once we have onboarded all our registration units. So that process is ongoing. So we don't have a definite date as of now.
About the online system and online certificate, but when we do it, when going for submission of the certificates or anything in schools or offices or anywhere, we need it manually. We have to print it out again. So every time printing becomes costlier, isn't it? For the general people, it will be costlier. Printing out, bringing it out every time will be costlier. But issuing from the department is much better. It becomes, or in original we can keep it and then Xerox it and then give it out. But going online, printing it out again and again every time.
Because you say issuing manually, as we have heard in many recent cases, some duplications are always going on. So to check that if everything is done online through the department's portal, there won't be any duplication. So even the statistics, the maintaining of the statistics records becomes more transparent or more clearer without any duplications or without any double entry.
Or even the present system, new system, I believe it has UID AI, no? Unique identification is there in the new system because of the earlier duplications that were done.
Yeah.
But the system in place now is that the certificates that are issued has unique identity numbers and something like that. No, I think that
Yes.
is the system to check it.
There's a QR code. You can scan it and verify the birth certificate.
Yeah.
Again, coming back to your question, the first questions, you have two options. One, you can get a printed copy from the register, from the registration itself, and then the other one is the certificate will be electronically delivered to your mobile or email ID, so that you can print out from anywhere itself. So now you can have the option to print out those certificates. So the questions of the printing cost is, I think, has been nullified.
I just have one concern for people. Most of the people, they reside here. They don't have a permanent residence here, right? They come from different districts. And for those people who got given birth to their children and all, is it going to be any sort of hindrance in the registration process or?
Can you repeat once more?
Yeah. For parents say belonging to another district but are residing here in Kohima, if they need to register their children, their newborn baby, is there going to be any sort of problem?
Yes, at the access that the registration of person that has to be taken place from their place of occurrence. So if the birth certificate is being taken place in Mon district, then it cannot be taken in Kohima itself. So that the informant or the parent has to go to the Mon district to obtain their respective certificate. So that is the procedure. So a child or born in Zochuma village cannot obtain his certificate from Kohima village. So I think that is very clear.
Especially most of them are born in the private hospitals and all, right? Not just the government institutions.
Yeah. So when this a child has been born in a government, or in any medical institution, if it is within that jurisdiction of that urban register, then urban register will issue birth certificate. Yeah. If the birth is event has been taken place in primary health center, suppose in Dakama village, suppose where there is a primary health center, then that certificate has to be obtained from the register of that Jakama jurisdiction.
One question. The student from Mon, what happened is his birth certificate is being issued many years back, so it was a manual thing. And then what happened is they have overwritten something. So now, when he or she is taking the certificate to the college, now they are rejecting it, since these certificates are being scanned and then uploaded. Now what happened is there is an overwriting, so it's being rejected.
Yes.
Now what happened is now she is facing some difficulties regarding this, and then when she goes back to Mon and then tells the authority that this, they said no, you cannot do it. You have to go back to Kohima and ask the department like that. So those kind of things, how can it be corrected if there are any ways? But now since it's digitalized, can that be rectified here in Kohima, or it should be there only in Mon?
From the issuing register.
So they have to make a new one. Fresh
Yeah,
one?
from there itself.
Okay.
Yes.
So there will be no
Because
issue.
any overwriting
Yeah.
is considered as fraud.
All right.
So it cannot be accepted as a genuine certificate
Okay.
because the certificate has been already overwritten. So there must be some, I think, some mischievous thing happening. So this cannot be accepted as a genuine certificate. So he or she has to go back to the place where she has got the certificate in the first place.
So one question from my side. Yeah, you have mentioned here that there are 1,474 registration centers. Huh? So, out of this 1,474 registration centers, like how many are fully functional? Like, are all of them fully functional? You have mentioned here that in the rural registration centers, the teachers of a government primary school will be acting as the registrar of births and deaths, and they will be manning the operations there. So, have they been trained, and like, are you providing any? Is there proper internet connectivity and power supply in those regions, like especially in the rural areas?
Yes. Yes. Whenever we appoint a register, we always give direction to the concerned district economics and statistics officer, who is the district registrar in the district, to provide training to all the newly appointed registrar. So once the registrar have been trained, then they start implementing the registration of personnel in their respective area. Now, with regard to the online registration, out of 1,474 registration in Nagaland, we have already onboarded 889 registration. But we have 156 registration units which are actively issuing the birth certificates as of now. And the remaining, we have an issue of internet connectivity is there. We have an issue of lacking of IT knowledge among the registrar, and also we have an issue of lack of infrastructure in those areas.
In Nagaland, we have this middleman problem. So, like, what arrangements has the department made for, especially for the elderly, for the illiterate, and let's just say for the digitally disconnected citizens? Like, we have this middleman problem, no? So, is there any arrangement made by the department?
We don't have any such kind of middleman as of now, but we have appointed a notifier. We have met the village council chairman, we have met the Angawati workers, DIAS, to be the notifier. So as and when an event of birth and death takes place in their respective areas, they are supposed to inform the registrar of that area. So once they are informed them, then the registrar can go and obtain the Shumoto registration for those people. Or if not, the informant can come forward to the register office and register their birth certificate.
So, if a registrar refuses registration or delays entries or demands unofficial payments, where can citizens complain, and within what time frame must the complaint be resolved?
Yeah, the registrar functions under the Act. So if an event is reported to him or to her, and if the registrar finds out that the event is genuine, but he refuses to register the event, maybe birth or death, then under Section 23 of the said Act, he is punishable. Yes.
Like, is there a place where citizens can complain? Like,
Yes. Yes. They can complain, and the chief, if the complaint comes to the chief registrar can, by an order, authorize some person to take action on that registrar.
I think also I think manipulation can now happen on the digital platforms as well, right? So is that going to be an issue?
Yes, we have already issued necessary direction to all the register to be aware of all this fraud taking place in the IT world. And also we have made sure that register continue to change and update their password so that no such can be avoided.
So now for the online thing, the old ones to be digitized. So supposedly someone has got the earlier certificate somewhere else, can he do the online digitization here in Kohima?
So the same thing, the same process again involved. So those people who are born in Kohima, suppose Kohima town, can make the digitization only in Kohima registration unit. So if they are in Dimapur, suppose, but born in Kohima, then even from Dimapur itself, they can apply directly through the portal, and then the Kohima town register will approve it, and then the certificate will be digitally sent to them.
Anybody can apply from
Anywhere,
Yes.
anywhere.
Just the process will be there in the
Place of occurrence.
See, for this online, the registrars of the respective jurisdictions are onboarded there. So once I get my birth registered in one area and he applies from anywhere, accessing the online portal, then his application will be routed to that registrar.
Okay.
Yeah. So that only he can approve for digitization or.
So now we have that public login option. So that there you log into that, and then you register yourself in that portal, and then after that there will be a dialog box appearing. So you have to fill up all the necessary mandatory informations, and also uploading all the information, all the documents that are required, and also by paying all the delay fees. Then only then you you submit your application. Then the concerned registrar will check, and then if everything has been verified and okay, then he will give approval, and then automatically that your register will be sent to you.
So when it comes to the payment process on a digital platform, how is that going to work?
Yeah, there is a column for even for paying the fees in that portal itself.
So regarding correction, like the previous question I asked, see, there are some mistakes in the birth certificate. Now I want to rectify. I want to change the names. Say like I've not put a surname, so I want to put, or I want to delete that. Can that be done online also? Or
Yes, it can be done. And for corrections, there's an order from the Union Law Ministry and from the Supreme Court. So corrections cannot be done haphazardly. So if the registrar is satisfied that yes, this is a genuine case, in case of the name of the applicant or the father's name or the surname, those things can be considered. Okay, provided he provides the valid documentary proof. But usually, according to that order by the Union Law Ministry and the Supreme Court, change of date of birth is not allowed unless it is proved to be very genuine.